Hello from Southern Ontario. It's December 10th. So let's take a look at Trudeau's latest dictate, outlawing another 324 items, bringing said items that are now illegal up to well over 2,000. This could not have passed possibly as a piece of legislation that our elected MPs voted on, because the Liberals can't do anything in the House to pass anything because they won't turn in the documentation regarding the $400 missing $1 million, the whole green slush fund thing. You know what I'm talking about? The Liberals say that that's the Conservatives filibustering, but no, even Greg Fergus, the Liberal Member of Parliament, House Speaker, Young Global Leaders graduate, 2016, said that under parliamentary, I'll say, law, they have to turn in those documents and refuse to. It's been about 2 months. So anyways, by outlawing those additional 324 items, it must have gone through an order in council, because it certainly didn't go through Parliament, making the voices of the people heard, supposedly. So, anyways, when they come out and announced it, it was like, as of now, like right now with this announcement, these 324 items are now illegal. You can't have them. Can't do anything with them. Would be more apt. So let's look at Harry. Harry's at the range, legitimately licensed, paid all of his monies, got all his paperwork, his I's are dotted, his T's are crossed, everything's legit. Harry's wife phones and says, "Hey buddy, hubby, right now you're committing some pretty serious crimes, man. Like, as of right now, I just heard it announced." Just like that, no warning. What if the local police officer's mad at Harry because Harry's wife, who called him, the cop was sweet on in high school, Harry kind of stole her, and the cop's always been bitter about that, and he pulls Harry over on the way home. Ooh, Harry's in some hot water now, eh? What? Yeah. Point is, sounds pretty dictatorial to me, this whole business. Doesn't go through parliamentary process. It's not what the people want. I mean, you don't have to be terribly smart to know it's not going to do anything for all the bad stuff, the activity that's happening in our streets, which has like doubled in the time Trudeau's been in power. It's not going to do anything for that. Did you see the clip of, a little background. When they announced it, they said, oh, when they come and get these things, we're going to send them to the smaller Vlad in that conflict over there. And you might have seen the clip of the bigger Vlad when he was informed about that, going, oh, man, yeah, wow. What are the poor young fellows who were conscripted by the younger Vlad supposed to do with these tiny little things that, I mean, they're plinkers, a lot of them, the bulk of them. What are they going to do with that? Maybe they don't get their C rations and they can have a hare or a rabbit or a squirrel for lunch, because that's the only use they're going to be on the field. Sorry, have to censorship, I gotta use silly terminology. But anyways, written in the fine print there's a whole amnesty on this until next October, I believe it is, 2025, just after the election, I believe, supposed election that we're supposed to have. But read in the fine print. If you haven't voluntarily turned in said items by, I think it's April, they're not going to pay any coin for them. Well, I've said all along, they have no intention of paying any coin for these items. Where in history, even recent history, current history, so to speak, have they ever paid for them when they come and get them? And history has shown us it never works well for the populace when they come get them. Anyways, if you're an owner of said items, I suggest you follow Runkle of the Bailey. He's a lawyer dude who specializes in the laws regarding said items, and I would imagine that he's going to be all over this subject. If you're still with me, you might have noticed that the day after this announcement, it was the 34th or 5th anniversary of, I guess I better just say that terribly unfortunate occurrence at the university in Quebec, and the media was heavy on that. Just a coincidence, I'm sure. I mean, why would we think that just because the mainstream media is the propaganda department of the regime, would we think it was anything other than a coincidence, if you're picking up what I'm putting down here? Anyways, in summation, our charter says we can possess such things when they're legal. We can possess anything that's legal in Canada. But when they dictate all of a sudden that they're not legal, oh, but it's a democracy here in Canada, no worries.